All right, in today's video, we are showcasing some crazy notching, some crazy dogfights. About that time, way too many clips saved up. I need to delete stuff, so we have the compilation here. As always, if you guys do enjoy the video, the content, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I have started a membership here as well. If you do want to support further, make sure to check that out here. But guys, we have a 1v4 to start off with here. We get the kill on the F-16C with the 9M. And boom, oh my god, that was close. We have a Golden Eagle here. It's actually Peyton. We played with him in one of my other videos in Pobit. A really good player. And we have another guy shooting here. We have another Eurofighter incoming. So again, we're going to bring this vertical. Try to keep a little bit of a distance here from the Golden Eagle, but while also holding the notch position here. So we are successful in keeping the Golden Eagle at a reasonable distance. He actually crashes. We do a nice reversal here, and boom, we get the severe damage. Wasted a little bit too much ammo here again, guys. Bad habit of mine. But we have another guy incoming that did actually make it to the 7th kill there. We're kind of cooking this game. But yeah, we get an easy notch here. And another F-15 player. We do have one 9M left here, so we are going to fire the 9M. And look how close this gets, guys. Oh my god, and we miss the shots there. But very nice sequence. This guy actually just runs away. I don't blame him. Again, F-15 versus Gripen in a dogfight. Pretty unfair fight. But let's move on to the next clip. We have the F-18E here. We got a crazy clip with this. So we have somebody actually underneath us firing at us. We have limited countermeasures here because it is towards the end of the game. But we do get a nice dodge. And guys, this right here is why you bring 120As. Look at that 120D. No pull at all. But yeah, I think that was possibly a chaffless notch right there on that last one. And yeah, again, we're going to bring it vertical, right? We're going to just try to make him miss in terms of his shots, right? Trying to make yourself as hard to hit is important. And then, yeah, we are going to hit that AOA button. The unfortunate part here is this is actually a 1v2. We have a F-18 behind us. We're going to get this shot. But look at this, guys. 120D glitch. I don't know if they fixed it, but we live. And yeah, again, like the first clip in the Gripen, just way too much ammo used. Again, it's such a bad habit of mine. I need to stop doing that because we're left with 11 bullets. We get the kill, but we are damaged with our wing here, right? So we are tilting a little bit with our jet. Yeah, we are damaged, and the F-18 is about to pull up on us right here. So we see him right there. We have no flares, no chaff, so all we can do against this 9M is use the rocks, and boom, oh my god, that was close. We're going to pull up here. Again, with the F-18, this jet is a very high AOA jet. You want to use that to your advantage. You want to know the strengths and weaknesses to every jet. It's going to help you in the dogfight. And I try to get my nose on him there, but my wing did not let me with the damage. So we pull a 360, get our nose on him. And then, oh my god, that was so close, man. 11 bullets. If we had more bullets, he would have gotten slimed. But yeah, very nice dogfight there for damaged jet. But yeah, we just run away. So let's move on to the next clip. Next clip here we have with the F-15I 14.0. This is a nice little joust against a Rafale here. We do get into the dogfight. So we can see we have the Rafale over there. He does start spamming his Mikas. Well, not really spamming, but does fire the Mika. Quite a easy notch for us. And again, we're just keeping that visual, or trying to get visual on him, because we will, again, get in a little bit of a joust, close range notching fight here. So we see him there, a little speck on the screen there. We're going to fire off the 120C. This guy fired back as well. So again, we're going to stay in that notch here. And this is pretty common, especially when you're going back and forth with somebody who knows how to notch, when you guys are kind of going in a straight line together like this, because we're both really holding that notch angle. And you'll see here, you'll see how easy it is for me to actually notch this when, again, I'm holding this angle on his gimbal. So he's doing the same exact thing, and he's doing a great job of notching everything. That was actually my last missile. So at this point, we're going to have to let him close the gap with the Rafale and get in the dogfight, which he's going to do exactly that. Again, we're going to hold that 90 degrees. F-15 is pretty unmaneuverable, so you want to make sure you hold that angle. Again, we're going to easily notch that Mika. And then here, again, I'm still holding that 90-degree angle just in case. And then we're going to just do slight little movements to throw his aim off there, bring it down. And yeah, reason I really won this fight here was my merge speed. And boom, look at that, guys, both wings. But yeah, my merge speed was a lot slower, a lot better. Allowed me to get my nose on him. He went in way too fast compared to me. But GG's with that one. Next up here, we got some Pobit clips. Absolutely love the Pobit. Getting in dogfights with this thing is always awesome. F-16, one of my favorite jets in the game by far. And yeah, we have an F-15 down here where we are going to fire our last 120D. But we can see we have a SA-30 on our RWR that's popping up. So again, we are going to crank into the notch there, turn off our afterburner so we can turn a little bit better. And yeah, again, we're going to, the same concept, right? We're going to hold that notch angle, right? Again, the big thing here is, in this case, really the merge, right? Yeah, we basically are able to go vertical right away and get our nose on his jet. Unfortunately, we do whiff our shots there. But I'm going at such a good speed for this turn up here where, boom, oh my god, what a good snipe. We get him in the SM2. And this clip's not over yet, guys. We're about to get into a second dogfight. And as always, a typical SA-30 or F-15 spammer. This guy is going to try to spam at me. So I'm holding just a good angle here, just in case. You can see this guy really trying. But we can see an F-15 on my RWR here now. He is actually hard locking me. I don't know what was up with that. But, yeah, we're going to have some nice notches here as well, guys. This guy incoming in the F-15 didn't actually have any missiles from what it seemed like. Again, this was a little bit more later in the game. You can see my fuel is low, too. I only have 6 minutes. That's how long we've been out here. But I do type in chat chill. Again, he wasn't, like, hard locking me. And, yeah, I do have visual on him, so I know exactly where he is. Again, I'm holding that 90 degrees just in case. And guys, I'd say the biggest thing with dogfighting in higher tier jets is you need to understand positioning and how to engage and merge in these types of dogfights. So you can see I do turn towards him. We're going a little under Mach 1, which a little bit fast of a merge speed. If I was a little bit slower, would have been better. Again, it's going to help get my nose on him. But yeah, we're in a little bit of a rate fight here. Now, again, the biggest thing is understanding how to position yourself properly to avoid missiles, get in the merge. It's very different from when you like 1v1 somebody in like a custom game where you basically just face the other person and merge in a way where it's not really going to happen in a game is a good way to put it. So again, you want to practice these types of merges. But I am notching a missile here. Look at that. Look how close that missile was. Oh my god. So we notch his missile, and then we are going to dodge this one as well. Yeah, that was super close, guys. We had to notch while trying to shoot the other F-15, which is why my aim was a little bit iffy. I was trying to make sure I get in that notch angle. And now, not only that, we have a Mirage firing a Mika at us. Again, fuel. This guy decides to run away, not dogfight me. But again, fuel, guys, I'm at 40 seconds. We dodged this missile. We have visual on the Mirage. But yeah, guys, we have no fuel. This is just not doable. We do run out of fuel here. So I just lift up and let him get the kill, because we are not making it back to base. Let's move on to the next clip. Another Pobit clip here. We got a 1v3 situation. Obviously, a little bit of a tough one here. So we have a J-10, and we can see the other guys on the radar. Now, I really needed this missile to connect here, but unfortunately, it doesn't. He does multi-path my missile. So again, I'm going quite fast here, right? I want to slow down for the merge so that I'm able to get my nose on him a little bit faster. In all honesty, guys, a lot of these situations is about the merge from my experience. So again, we do turn on the air brakes just to slow down a little bit. Now, we do get shot at from two guys here. I unfortunately forget that I have my air brake on here. But again, we're keeping, just like the first clip, the J-10 at a little bit of a reasonable distance. We're going to force him to just overshoot a little bit. We're going to dodge that, and then we are going to dodge this one as well. And then we finally, remember, we have our air brake out. And we are going to hit a nice reversal again on this J10. And boom, look at that snipe. And then, yeah, obviously 1v3 is pretty hard here. 1v2 is very doable. But we have this guy firing. We almost get hit by another missile somewhere. Dodged the first one, and then I made a big mistake here pulling up, man. I lost all my energy. Not the move. I should have kept it low, but not a bad clip overall. So the F-15 here, the 13-7 for USA. Yeah, not a bad jet, a really good jet. But yeah, we got a nice little dogfight against an F-15, F-15 here. And yeah, we're going to get some good notches. So again, like we went over earlier, we're going to try to hold that 90-degree angle while he is firing. Only thing you just need to be careful of is 9Ms. We can see that one right there is a 9M, the second one. So we do cut off our afterburner and flare. Now, guys, really in terms of dogfighting, obviously the jet does make a difference, but 95% of it is going to be the player. Again, if you understand a lot of the basics with dogfighting, merging, positioning, you're going to win, right? It's the easiest way to put it. A lot of people do always say, you know, it's the jet. It's the player, guys. It is the player. But we get a nice shot there. I couldn't really lift up in time. And then boom, we get his wing. So we were using our WASD to kind of flick up and get a couple shots, which luckily we do get a crit hit on him. And then, yeah, we finish him off with the second turn there and get his wing off. But very nice dogfight there in the F-15. All right, so we got a Golden Eagle clip here. Now, this one was a whole series of events. Basically, we fired all of our missiles at each other. So, yeah, we both are fully armed here, right? I did use a little bit of my missiles. I did kill somebody just before this. But, yeah, we have this player who is not really bad, right? He's actually going to notch, like, every single one of our missiles, and we are going to get in a dogfight with this guy. I believe he was in the 14-3 SA-30 under the Japanese tech tree, if I remember correctly. But we will see. But yeah, this guy does get deleted, guys, so we'll get there in a moment. But yeah, we are just, again, staying in the notch, trying to keep our speed up as much as we can. And we can see here he does dodge my missile. Now, this right here was a horrible shot. Again, I did make a couple bad plays here in this one. He does turn my way, but look at that, guys. Where is my missile going? Yeah, I don't even know. But we are going to refire. We are going to, again, just crank in the notch here. And, yeah, make sure we are good there. Again, this was a lot of back and forth, right? Me firing at him, you know, vice versa. And luckily, this was the last guy, because if not, that's a tough situation. Again, we are going to refire here. He's going to refire. And, yeah, again, it was kind of just this back and forth. I don't know where his missile was going there. Guys, missiles were acting up this game. It was weird. But this is the one downside with the Golden Eagle, right? Once you start losing speed like this, it's very hard to regain it. Now, I will say, I feel like I could have kept my energy a lot better or staying on his gimbal. I definitely bled some unnecessary energy. But, yeah, I'd say, again, that's the biggest thing with the Golden Eagle is just it is so slow acceleration-wise. Once you lose speed, it is so hard to bring it back up. But, again, I'm really trying to get my nose on him as much as possible. 120Ds, 120As are not going to be able to pull very high off-bore shots, which is the downside. And, yeah, this guy gets on my 6. He gets a good position because he MCMs my missile so that he doesn't have to notch it and give up his position. But, again, we are spamming flares for any R-73s. We are doing a great job. He actually overshoots. That missile almost hits me. And then, guys, we're about to hit some lag right here. Look at this. But that's not going to stop us. We're going to fire a 120 here. It is going to force him to cut inside here. Because if he continues going straight, he is going to get slammed. And, yeah, now it's just a matter of us really hitting our shots. Again, like I was saying earlier, a lot of it does depend on merge speeds, right? I'm in a better position in terms of being able to get my nose on him. And, yeah, we get the kill, so very nice shots there. Next up here, we do have a SA-30 SM2 clip. Obviously, I feel like I don't get into too many dogfights with this jet. It's more of a jet where I do like to keep my distance because of how heavy it is. But we have some Gripen get on my 6 last second here. And obviously, AIM 120 there is not going to pull to really hit me. I'm really going to out-G everything he fires at me at this point. We are flaring just in case. But yeah, we're going to use our AOA here in just a second. So we use it here. Again, really the big thing with this jet is its AOA is so good in terms of getting nose authority, right? Getting your nose on the enemy. So you can see how quickly I do a 360 and boom. Look at that. Very nice kill. We hit our shots clean. And yeah, very nice dogfight in the SM2. We got some Gripen clips here. What's a video without a Gripen C dogfight here? So we have a couple lads here, and this is actually going to be a 1v3. So we can see we have a couple enemies in front. We are using our darters. And yeah, we do get fired on here. So again, we are going to crank into the notch here. And you'll see in a second, we are going to get quite close to a couple of these. So again, that RWR we can see is that 360 radar right now. We do have a J10 somewhere in front of us. So I was trying to see if I could find him. But I didn't visually see him. So my guess is he is lower altitude. Right, and we do see these guys here. And yeah, these guys are about to get slimed. Look at this. We get some nice shots off. We are going to re-crank into the notch, predicting that they are going to counterfire, which they do. And yeah, quite easy notches for us. And again, that J10 is around here somewhere, so I'm trying to see if I can find him. And then boom, he comes up right behind me. And yeah, we do a very nice job of dodging that. And we are going to drop down, try to get some nose authority here. And then, yeah, we are going to get in a little bit of a dogfight here. So, really at this point, right, we are going to turn on the AOA, right? Again, we're going to try to get our nose on him first. Really, that's a lot of what it is. And then, yeah, we do have somebody behind us there shooting as well. But boom, we are going to get the severe damage. And then, yeah, we are now going to dodge this. And now I did kind of get screwed over here. My AOA was still on, so you'll see here with this clip, it absolutely cooked me over, guys. Look at this. The AOA made me flip over, guys. Do not forget to turn off AOA. We got another dogfight here with the Gripen C, and this is actually against an F-15I. So a little bit of an up tier to 14-3. Now, this guy actually does a great job of dodging my 9M, so you'll see it here. He realizes he... actually, I didn't even know where my 9M was going, to be honest. But he does a great job there of dodging that. And then, really, again, with this here, the big thing is we merged just a little bit too fast, right? He was going a little bit better speed for the merge. So, again, we're in a little bit more of a tough spot because of the entry. But again, we are still going to play it accordingly. So we lift up there to try to dodge his bullets, which we do. Then again, at this point, we're just trying to use as much AOA as we can to get our nose on him. Again, that's going to be the big thing here. And yeah, unfortunately for this guy, it is donezo. We get a crit hit there, severe damage, and boom. Pretty quick battle there. And yeah, very nice dogfight. Moving on here to the nice little joust and then dogfight here. Was actually against another content creator, Sensei bruh. So shout out to him. One of the goats of War Thunder. And yeah, I did realize it was him. He did actually, or was the one that actually activated the blind hunt here. So I realized he was in my game. Right, obviously very, very good player. So I knew this was going to be tough here. Not only that, I'm in like a 1v6 or 1v7 situation. Third-party Andes are sure to come here. So I do see him up there. And yeah, he does fire a missile. I think he fires a couple at me here in a second as well. But we are going to easily notch these. He was in the F-15JM here. Very, very solid jet. And yeah, really at this point, I'm just trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Right, I have a couple Mikas left. He actually had a very good amount of missiles left as well here. I can see he starts turning towards me. I'm going to reapply the pressure here. Try to close a little bit of the distance. And again, he is going to redo that. And I see a Eurofighter here, guys, right behind me on my RWR. So I am forced to fire to reapply pressure. We go into the notch, we notch this missile, and have to also engage in the dogfight here on this Eurofighter. Now, really, with this point, I had just a much better merge, in all honesty. Like, I just was right behind him with the speed I was going. And, yeah, luckily, I do get the kill here. We do get the severe damage. And really, my thought process with this here was just to try to make him hesitate a little bit with that missile shot, right? Because I do have Mikas. Mikas, you never know. They can always pull crazy. So, really not too sure if that actually did anything when I did fire that. But, again, it can make players sometimes just hesitate a little bit. In this case, I did live. And, yeah, really at this point, we do get in a little bit of a rate fight here. Now, the issue is, and you guys saw that, you see that trail smoke up there, is there is a third-party Andy incoming in. We can see he starts already spamming at me immediately here while I'm in a dogfight with Sensei Bruh here. So, yeah, a little bit of a tough situation to be in. This guy needs to respect the dogfight. Respect the dogfight, guys. And, yeah, even the guy I just killed, the Eurofighter, did say came in too fast. Like I said, I just had a little bit better speed to get my nose on him on the merge. And yeah, I do luckily notch the first missile here, but he fires another one. Guys, I'm going way too slow here. And then, yeah, I do dodge the missile, but then I accidentally crash, and he fired another one at me. We have a nice F-2A clip here. This was like a 1v8 or something. It was crazy. Pretty crazy sequence, but we have 3 guys up in front of us here. I do try to pick off this F-16 with a 7M. Obviously, 7M is pretty garbage, doesn't do anything. So we are going to notch this R-77 here by the SAW-30. And again, we have multiple enemies in front here. So we're trying to hold that notch angle against the SAW-30. So we notch that. Again, we have the grip in there as well. So we're going to bring it vertical. Again, just try to make it as hard as possible for him to hit his shots. And then, yeah, we are going to watch out for the Gripen. Now, really with this here, we have the AM3. We're going to fire 1. We're going to fire 2. The one against the Gripen does hit, but this guy actually does dodge my missile. But, guys, we hit this guy twice with our guns on the SAW-30, and we got 2 hits. Like, what is that? This was kind of rigged. And then we... I don't know how, again, we did not really hit him there. Suffers damage, so I don't know if we got a severe damage on him there or what happened. But I guess not, because we got an assist. But it's not done yet, guys. We have another guy coming in, multiple guys coming in. So we can see here F-20A. We're staying out of sight, just making sure he doesn't see us, and we're going to pull up here in just a second. I did want to try to gain a little bit of my speed back. So, yeah, and I do actually make a mistake here, which you guys will see, but F-20A is not a bad dogfighter, guys. But we have, look at this, guys, so many more guys incoming. Holy, another F-20A. Again, we are notching all these missiles, right? Now, I am completely out of countermeasures here. So again, we're going to use the terrain here to make those missiles hit the ground, so we dodge both of those. And then, yeah, really at this point, it is cooked. No countermeasures. Really, all I can do is multipath. We have this guy behind us, this guy, and this is where we make the mistake. We should have just turned on the SAW-30 here. We could have gotten the kill, but I turned towards the F-20A, which, again, was not the move. But either way, we were kind of just cooked here. Our teammate, I mean, not our teammate, that guy actually kills his teammate. But, yeah, as soon as somebody shoots a IR missile at me, I am dead, and that is exactly what happens.